What's up, guys? So, last week we got Despicable Me 4 released into theaters. So, today I'm going to give you my review for it. I'm just sitting on my bed like this because, let's be honest. I mean, last week had a mission trip to go to. Didn't have a chance to film this review before I left. So, I'm just going to sit here and just talk about the movie. It's going to be pretty quick, probably like 4 or 5 minutes long because I don't really have that much to say about it. But because I'm doing a ranking of the movies this week, I figured I'd review the movie as well. So, before we get started, please make sure, obviously, to subscribe, and like button, hit the bell, and comment down below what is your opinions on Despicable Me 4. And with that said, I was looking forward to this movie because the trailers looked like a return to form for the franchise. The third edition into this franchise just felt kind of generic, if I'm being completely honest, and I'm just not a fan of the Minions movies. So when I went into this movie, I thought it looked quite a bit like a return to form for the Despicable Me franchise, and it really wasn't. It takes the generic route again. It's more of a generic film than the first two movies were, but doesn't mean I didn't have fun with it. No, I think it's better than the third movie. I think it's better than the Minions movie. I think the movie really succeeds at being fun and entertaining when it's just about our characters doing nothing. When we're with the core family here, and they're just walking around and having fun and cracking jokes and no story here. I think it's fun. It has laughable. It makes me laugh. It's got comedy in here, and it can be pretty fun. The story I just don't care about. We'll talk about that in a minute. But the just mindless adventures that doesn't matter that they go on they're all pretty fun, and I genuinely enjoyed them. Something I noticed rewatching the first movie, I don't think the animation looks good at all. Like in that first movie, I don't think the animation is good whatsoever, and I think the animation is really good in this movie. I think it looks really good. I saw it on a big screen, obviously, so I thought it looked pretty good, and it was just a nice looking film. What else? I'm trying to rack my brain because it's been a week since I saw it. Yeah, it can be funny. The animation's pretty nice. The mindless adventures make it fun. It's an entertaining movie. Is it generic? Absolutely. But it's pretty fun, and it's better than Despicable Me 3 and a Two Minions movie, which is the biggest compliment I can give this movie. So, some negatives, obviously. Did not like the story whatsoever, because when it actually tries to focus on a story, we got our villain here. Name the Despicable Me movie. Villain here hates Gru, has a vendetta against Gru, so he builds a giant robot machine, chases after Gru, and there's this whole CGI fight. Not CGI because it's animated, but this whole big fight between the two. That's literally what Despicable Me 3, Despicable Me 4, Minions 1, Minions 2. That's literally how the finales go, and the story here. The characters, or not the character, but the villain characters, they have nothing interesting to shine here in this movie. And so it genuinely wasn't, like, when it tries to focus on the plot, like, why the bad guy doesn't like Gru, why there's a giant robot machine, the action sequences, I just was not invested whatsoever. When we get to the family, goofing off, having fun, enjoying their town, I thought it was a pretty fun movie, but the story here is generic, and it's boring, and it's just another Despicable Me story that I don't think fully works here. So, yeah, does it have those moments that I was like, yeah, that's fun, but the movie is just generic, and it's more on lines with Despicable Me 3, and it's not a return to form for the franchise. So I thought it was a fine movie, but it's more mid than anything. I was expecting it to be buns, like straight buns. Shout out to my friend Gabe. He wanted me to say buns in this video, so I had to say that sentence. But, yeah, at least it wasn't straight buns like the early reviews made me think it was going to be. There was also some side plots here that I don't think fully worked, or like the Minions superhero stuff that, like, there's no incorporation into the plot at all, except for there to be a sequence with the Minions being dumb with superpowers. And it's just kind of dumb because they all kind of like show up for the finale, but they show up after the finale, so like there's no point in it at all. And there's just some plot lines that I don't think fully entertain me. But again, it's entertaining. It's serviceable as a kid's movie. People can bring their kids and you can enjoy the movie. But as a Despicable Me movie, as a fan of the original couple of movies, I found it to be pretty generic and just not very good. And so while it's a mid movie, it's watchable. I'm going to give Despicable Me 4 a C. So yes, that's my review for Despicable Me 4. Stay tuned for Despicable Me ranking coming in the upcoming days. I just did a double feature of Long Legs and Fly Me to the Moon. Expect those reviews coming to you very soon. And with that said, subscribe, join the Nerd Army. Peace out.